do, just to make my life a little bit easier, I just section the sides and the back. And with your straighteners, it's better if you've got straighteners with like curved edges. It'll glide through the hair a lot more easier. Just give me 2 seconds, I'm going to get a butterfly clip. Lovely jubbly. So, because Carolyn's got quite thick hair, I'm going to use quite high temperature. I have already blown dry the hair today, and I've used some heat protection just to make sure we don't damage the hair at all. So, you don't want to take too big a sections, otherwise the curl won't hold properly. So, for the back, can you all see? Can you all see what's going on, yeah? Let's just go over it first, get it ready, nice and smooth. I'm going to curl inwards, and I'm keeping hold of the end of the hair and bringing that round so that my hair is wrapped around the straighteners. Gently pull down. If you're pulling and it's getting taut, you've twisted the wrong. I like to do them in a few different directions, because when you come to brush them out or comb them out at the end, it will make it look a lot more natural. Sometimes if you do them the same way, when you brush them out, you can tell that you've curled them in, if that makes sense, because they're all curling the same direction. If you want a bit of a tighter curl, we can twist once and again twice. It will give you a more tighter curl. If you feel like your hair holds, it's difficult to hold a curl, like I just did, I'll wrap my straighteners up and let it just catch that heat for a second. So does anyone have some straighteners at home? Do you sort of style your hair? Have you ever had a go at this? Yeah. Yeah.
It just mine goes like that.
When you're doing it at home, are you finding it easy to get your straighteners through, or
no,
what is it that you're struggling with?
It's like catching, and then it seems to put like a dint in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
When we're curling, if it seems to catch and not go any further, try to go the opposite direction and it should pull through. Okay. If it's sticking or getting stuck, just take it out of the straighteners, re-wrap it. Don't try and pull it through if it's getting stuck, because you will damage your hair. But can you see how nice and shiny her hair is as well today? Yeah. I've got some products actually just behind you two ladies. I've used a really nice milkshake, the brand milkshake, haven't you? Smells like cake. Yeah. I've used the moisture mousse. It's for all hair types, so it's not too heavy. Usually you associate mousses, that stickiness and volume, but this one is specifically a care mousse. To lock all that moisture into your hair. For all hair types, so it's not too heavy, it's not too oily, not too greasy. It just gives you a nice shine, and it makes your hair smell beautiful as well.
So is that what you put on when you blow dry?
I have done, yes. So before everyone came, I shampooed both Carolyn and Angela's hair. And I've used some of the milkshake whipped cream, which is really, really nice. It's made with milk proteins as well. It is a bit expensive, but we've got a nice price on it here as well, and it lasts forever. You don't need a lot of it. Even though I said it's it's not, it doesn't sit heavy on the hair, it is quite rich. But it's good for styling. What I like to do is when I've washed my hair or when I've washed my client's hair, I'll just put a little like 50p amount in my palm, scrunch it into the ends, comb it through. It's nice, it smells good too.
We use a bit more than that because we want to smell it.
Oh, I'd eat it now. Do you use it at home if you got it at home, yeah? Oh, it's brilliant. They've got all sorts. They've got like a silver mousse as well, made with like, I think it's made with blueberry extract, and it's like a caring mousse for blondes, for greys, for silvers. Nice toning mousse as well. We've got that at the front, but I've not used that one today. Oh.
What's the best thing to put in to make it stay?
One thing that I have used is a sugar lift spray. We do usually use this on the root for a bit of volume, but I'll give it a little spray through because it's not too sticky, but I like to think it does hold my curls better. They seem to last a lot longer. I do Angela's hair pretty much every week, and whenever I see her the next week, the curls are still there, and this stuff's good as well as brilliant. It is mainly a volume spray. Like I said, it's not sticky on your root. You can just spray it in, give it a comb through, and you'll get that lift without feeling the product there as well, which is nice.
Does it make a difference if your hair's freshly washed?
It can do, actually, yes. Depending on your hair type, if you've got quite fine hair, quite soft hair, you'll find if you're styling it, when freshly washed, it can drop. A product like that with a bit of grip to it, a little bit of hold to it would be good. Every product that I've got to show you guys today is for all hair types. I wanted to show you some things that are accustomed to everybody. So I'm going to get to this top section now, and I'm going to change the way I rotate my straighteners so that I will achieve lift at the top. So with all the other sections, I've gone into the curl, but for this one, I'm going to go under, bring my hair around.
You know when you're doing it at home?
Yeah.
Do you advise those protective gloves? Because I always burn my fingers.
Yeah,
When you
but
go to the end of it.
Yeah, some straighteners, they do come with a little pincers almost, little like felt pincers for you to like put your fingers in. At home, if you're doing it on yourself, when you're getting into it, I would recommend using little finger guards, or maybe when you're practicing, don't use such a high temperature because you can knock your fingers, you can snip your ears. I'm coming onto the sides. One thing that I would say is important when curling around your face is curling away from your face. Some people will bring their curls inwards and it can kind of swallow you up a little bit. With your face, your hair, you want it to look bold, you want to feel beautiful, so I'd bring them away from the face.
If you blow dry your hair
Yeah.
and it still looks frizzy,
Yeah.
would you straighten it first and then curl?
That can be good, yeah, if you are prone to quite frizzy hair. Say if I've got people coming in and they've got coloured hair and it can be quite frizzy, or really curly hair, I will go over it with the straightener, smooth it all out first, because nice smooth hair will give you a nice even result with your curl as well. Your curls will look nice and shiny, it contains all that frizz. We do have Flowing Form by Weller, which is specifically to tame your frizz, and it is very, very good. It's like almost like a BB cream for your hair. Again, just a little amount of that on your ends, give it a comb through, and if you do feel like you need to tame your frizz any more before putting your curls in, go ahead over with them straighteners, just get it all settled. So these are all going away from the face, yeah?
Make it look so easy, Emily.
Do you know what? I do struggle doing it on myself as well, it is hard doing it on yourself, everything's like back to front, but it's just finding your own flow with your twist. If it gets stuck, release it and start again. Try flipping it over. For the top, I'm going to go under to achieve that lift. Bring that through. All this that's coming off, this is the vapour from the heat protection. Once you've released, if you feel like it's not curled properly by itself, just give it a little flip with your fingers, give it a little twist, see where it falls. What are the sides of your straighteners like?
I was just trying to picture them. I can't
Are they quite curved or are they quite
curved or
flat?
square.
If they're quite square, you can get quite a jagged result as well.
Are they the Cloud9 ones?
They are, yes, they are. They're not mine actually, they're my bosses. But they're very good. I do prefer the Cloud9 to the GHDs because you can change the temperature on these ones. On the GHDs, you can't. I don't know why.
Are you better off with thin ones as well? Because it's different sizes, isn't there?
That's a good question. Obviously your smaller straighteners, you'll achieve a tighter curl. Your bigger ones, you'll achieve a looser curl. Front, I'm going to spin you around this way. I'm going to bring these away so that it's not making them all hidden. This is good for people with like bangs. It's nice and easy. Get that little flick on your hair, which you have done. I like it. Get them away from the face. It'll just make your face look brighter, open you up a little bit more.
You know when you do that with the trainers and then you do something with hand, right?
Right, what I'm doing with that, come and stand around here and I'll show you. So, all I'm doing, when I'm doing a little twiddle with it, all I'm doing with that is just making sure that the curl's in the correct position really. Because sometimes, let's see if it does it, sometimes if you just let it go,
Don't curl a lot.
curl a little bit, all I do is just twist
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Just give it a bit of a I'm just doing a little twist, that's all.
Thank you.
No problem. If does anyone have any suggestions of anything that they'd like to see in the future or anything they struggle with at home regarding styling?
I can explain Dutch plats.
Dutch plaits?
I can do French plats, but I can't do the ones.
French plats as well, I can't.
French and Dutch. Well, which one's which? With French, you go in over, you're plaiting over. With Dutch, you want to plait under.
Stick out.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they? They're like festival plaits. I like Dutch plaits. They're tricky for the scalp because you're plaiting them under rather than over. But yeah, can have a little look into that.
Even like, this probably sounds silly, but just blow drying your
Yeah.
hair. That's all I do is that.
Yeah.
Stick red side out.
I think a lot of blow drying to do with the brush as well, isn't it?
Yes. That one good. We could do a blow drying session, try and see how we can achieve a nice sleek look and some volume, get a bounciness.
Like some simple up hairstyles that you can just do in mind really quickly for work.
Nice.
So they look professional. I just tend to put my hair up, I just put it in a ponytail, that's it.
Sure. Something a little bit like elegant for work. Yeah. Look into that. Sounds good to me. So with the top going under to achieve that lift. What I like to do at the end, if you've got like a wide toothed comb or even just your fingertips with a little bit of serum, I'm going to use the Luminous Reflections Oil by Weller. It's really good stuff. It's not heavy serum, it's just nice and shiny, reflective, so when you're out and about, the sun's just like shining off your head. Run your fingers through, break them up a little bit so they're not as Bo Peep like. They'll be a bit more natural, a bit more wavy. From the front, how are we doing? Lovely jubbly.
I hope you're going out tonight.
I know.
Thanks for that one.
It's beautiful, you can have pre-drinks here. So
That's
lovely. I'll just show you from the back. Got some nice natural curls, nice bounce at the top from our sugar lift, nice shine from our luminous oil. I'm going to do Angela's because she's got quite short hair, so I will show you how to be able to style your short hair as well. Obviously this first section at the back is way too short to form a proper curl. So what I like to do is, depending on what type of look you want to achieve, if you want it to be quite bouncy and voluminous, I would flick these outwards and get a nice little flick on the end. However, I'm going to keep it nice and neat, nice and clean, and I'm going to bring them under, just so that this back section is all nice and tidy. There it goes. So let's give it some nice curls. So with your short hair, it can be a little bit more fiddly than your long hair, but it's just exactly the same motion. When we come to the face, bring it away. When we come to the top, bring it under to achieve that lift. I like to go this way. That's the one. I like to go vertically with short hair because I feel like I can get more in there at once, and I can achieve a bit more depth into that curl. Because even though it's not like a fully formed curl like it is with Carolyn's, we can still get that little kink in there at any shorter bits. But when we come to bring this out with our fingers or our comb at the end, it will look really nice and shaggy. These like shaggy bobs as well are so popular at the moment. All this shagginess, these mullets, everything, they're all coming back. Mullet, mate. I get my butt having my mullet off me again if I got a mullet. So,
I'll edit that.
for your sections, I wouldn't do them too small. I'd just take a nice healthy little, probably 1.5 cm, 2 centimetres section. As you can see with Angela's, because of her length, there's a lot of volume from these curls. So I've come to the top of the crown, so I'm going to go under to create some lift. I always would say make sure you get your ends in there as well. On the front, what I'm going to do with this first section is exactly the same as I did with that first back section. I'm going to bring it under so that it's nice and clean, nice and neat around the face. And with the rest, I'm going to bring it away from my face, okay? Bless you. I always like to leave just like a little piece, just to kind of like flip the other way, so that there's a little bit of shape in the front. I do think that whoever found out that you can curl your straighteners, I think is a genius. Yeah. Because I just think this is so much easier for shorter hair than curling tongs. It can be that picky with your curling tongs, you burn your fingers, you lose your fingerprints.
Is it hurting when she curls it? Sorry. Does it hurt? I mean, like, does it pull your hair? No.
If it's pulling on yourself as well, make sure you're curling the right way. Make sure it's wrapped around your straighteners properly. If you find it hard to get your straighteners through, it's not wrapped around properly. It should just glide straight through.
Where'd you get your hair done, Angela? Colour's lovely.
Wherever you first initially twist your straightener is where the curl will begin. My last piece. Goes in. That'll be my mum that asking how it's gone. What do you mean, alright? Lovely jubbly. Swallowed away from the face. She's not being swallowed or hidden. She's nice and bright, nice and beautiful. Thank you.